We're standing on the corner of 99th Street and 102nd Avenue, and we're with one of the prototype wayfinding maps that we put in place for the month of April to test out our wayfinding signage program. We conceive of this as a citywide system that would help people navigate the public realm.
Wayfinding is really a term that encompasses all the ways that people find their way around. They orient themselves in space and navigate from place to place. It includes a variety of things, including signs, paper maps, web-based apps, mobile application. It really is the term for the tools that people use to navigate.
And the idea to these signs is just, it's urban navigation. It's allowing visitors in particular to find their way from amenity to amenity.
It's important because there's lots of different user groups in Edmonton. We have visitors, we have university students, we have people that work downtown, and it's so that people are able to coordinate their methods of travel, so that they're able to find one district and then be able to go to the next. Every other major city has it. It helps people navigate the space, it helps them not get lost, it helps them not feel frustrated, it helps them generally find their way, and it's about catching up Edmonton to the rest of the bigger cities.
Wayfinding is all about exploring with confidence. We think that putting an integrated system of maps and signs and apps to help citizens and visitors find their way around Edmonton would be a good idea.
You have a sign in an area that has a circle on it that shows you what's in that circle and then shows you how many minutes it is to the next circle, and that's really a good way of doing it.
We wanted to test the premise of that first with the general public, as well as start to look at what content would be good, what should be on the map, what level of detail, what are the kind of questions that people are asking, so we know what would be helpful for them.
Okay, so as you're walking, you noticed this sign like this. How easy would you say it is to understand?
Fine, easy.
You find it easy?
Yeah.
I think that's very well laid out.
I would say very easy.
Very easy?
But what I like in particular is that it gives not only the location, but also the direction you're looking. Because urban maps, they show where you are, but they don't actually show your orientation. One other suggestion that I have would be maybe that it would be good to have one more information symbol that's actually showing where the next one is.
So I'd like to see these at all the kind of decision points on a pedestrian route, on corners, on high traffic areas, on places where people are coming out of, above ground and below ground. So I'd like to see this in the pedway as well, especially at those LRT stations.
It would be a great idea for the underground passageway to know where I'm going for the Citadel and those places. The only thing I would improve is the font on some of this, because I think some of the seniors downtown, they may have trouble seeing some of this stuff down in here.
Would you use maps and signs like this if they were available throughout Edmonton?
Absolutely.
Would you use maps and signs like this if they were available?
Yes.
And do you think you'd maybe walk more or walk further?
A lot further.
Do you think it'll increase the use of multimodal transport, so like bikes or buses?
Absolutely. I think that that's where this can really help, so I would give that a 10 out of 5.
Well, it's interesting. We learned that everyone has a different thought about what could be useful to them on the map, although there's, of course, different bits that we're hearing louder than others. We've heard in the downtown that the pedway is a key component of the downtown, and we need to explain that. We've learned that generally most people agree that this is a good idea, that it would be, even for people who know their way around the area, that they see this as a value added to the streetscape for citizens and visitors alike. The next step in this is we're using this information to feed into a business case and detailed plan that we're going to hopefully bring to council this fall to seek some further funding for this program.
Every district knows about their own place and their own landmarks, and so we want to try to connect the city and to make a seamless integration between all of the parts and encourage people to get around, encourage people to walk around, encourage people to see other parts of the city.
The City of Edmonton is really committed to making sure that Edmonton is walkable, bike-friendly, has accessible transit, has a network of shared use paths, and all those things can be supported by a wayfinding system so that people can navigate through those various modes of transportation, and that ultimately improves the livability of Edmonton.
At the end of the day, it's going to improve our livability.